Hi guys, welcome to How to Rundfunkbeitrag. In this video, we will show you how to register online for the German broadcasting fee and explain you a little bit about what this broadcasting fee is and why you have to pay it. The Rundfunkbeitrag, or formerly called GEC, is a German broadcasting fee that is meant to financially support public TV and public radio. If you speak with Germans about that, you will probably get very annoyed faces and maybe even a rant about how stupid this whole system is, but it is what it is, and you will have to pay for it once you have an apartment in Germany. The cost is €17.50 per month per apartment. So the good news is, if you're living with roommates and they're already paying, you don't have to. This is only per apartment, but if you get an apartment by yourself or even with your partner, then the both of you together will have to pay €17.50. It doesn't matter how many people actually live in that apartment. Do you have to pay? Yes, you do. They changed the law a couple of years back, and now they will make sure that they receive their money. Back in the day, you could get out of it, but nowadays it's not that easy. And you will just risk a headache, so just follow along and pay the money. There are, however, discounts and exclusions available if you are a university student and receive BAföG, or if you are hearing or vision impaired. In that case, you can get out of it, but that will be a different video. Now we're just assuming that you have to pay and you registered your first apartment. You will also get, after the address registration, a letter in the mail where they kindly remind you, and if you don't answer, they will remind you a few times more. But here is the easiest way to avoid the headache: sign up online and get it all sorted out. Just go on the homepage, www.rundfunkbeitrag.de. Once you are on their homepage, there is a lot of different things you can do here. You can register the apartment here. You can change your bank information and your address. If you're move-in, for instance, and you're already paying in a separate apartment, then you should change it so you're paying for the new one and not for the tenant after you. And here you can request an exception, an exclusion from the fee, or maybe them lowering the fee. But like I said, it's not that easy, and in most cases, you won't have a chance to get out of it unless you are a student that receives BAföG, or if you're vision and hearing impaired. Down here, at the bottom of the page, under other languages, you will get some information. They will explain you in more detail what this all is about. But the application itself can only be done in German, so we're going to take a look at that. Here, at the top of the page, click on Wohnung anmelden, and it will open this beautiful form. Once you're here, enter your personal information, first name, your last name, zip code, street, and house number. If you have a different apartment, you can select yes. So if you're already paying from a different apartment, you can enter your identification number here, but now we'll assume this is your first apartment. Enter your date of birth. And if you want, your phone number and email address. I'm going to skip that step because I don't want them to bother me. They're going to send you enough mail, so if you want the email, then put it in there. But I would recommend to go ahead without. Click on Weiter. Here, leave that as is. This is only if you have a different address where you want your stuff sent to. Leave it on 9 and select the move-in date. So now it's March 2020. I'll go with April 2020, assuming I move in on the 1st. and click on Weiter. And you'll get to the payment page. Here you can first select how often you want to pay. You always have to pay for at least a quarter, so 3 months, or you can also select to pay for half a year or annually. I would recommend you to just go with the first option. That means you can pay in the middle of the quarter. So let's say for the first quarter, January to March, you will pay on the 15th of February. If you want, then you can also pay more, but that would be up to you. Then the payment method, you can pay by Lastschrift, that means direct debit, and that means that the Rundfunkbeitrag will be taken out automatically from your bank account. If you don't want that, then you can also do it by transaction, but then you might forget it and get reminded. So I think personally, for me, it's less headache to do it by direct debit and not to worry about it. Enter your IBAN and your name or the name of the account holder. By the way, this is not my real IBAN. I don't feel like publishing that, so no need to try anything weird with that. And click on Weiter. And you'll get to the confirmation page. Go over your personal information and the address that you want to register. Here it says you pay like the law requires you in the middle of a quarter, so always on the 15th of the second month. And I'm paying with direct debit from my account. Once everything's correct, if you need to correct, you can go on Korrigieren, and if everything's good, agree to the data privacy policy, enter the security code, and then you can click on register, anmelden down here, and then you're all set. I'm not going to do that now because I'm already paying and I don't feel like paying twice, but in principle that's how it works, and then you'll be all set with the Rundfunkbeitrag. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. See you in the next video.